Let's talk about why so many talented people never succeed. Yeah, because there are a lot of people who are talented, but somehow they're not successful. Yeah, you find that someone is very good at something. Yeah, you can tell that this person is very good at this thing, but somehow is not successful. Yeah, one is talent without action really means nothing. You see, a lot of people are talented, but they don't put in the work. Yeah, they don't act because they have all these ideas in mind and all this talent and skill that God gave them, right? But somehow they don't act. They don't want to build that business from their talent, right? Someone is good at football, but they don't try to look for the next connections and leagues to play, right? They don't want to network with people. They don't want to sell themselves as much as it's supposed to. And now without the action you find that that talent is wasted. Yeah, without them being consistent in putting in the work so that that talent can be useful to them, you find that they remain there and then the talent is wasted, right? So having talent without action really is nothing, right? It is as good as nothing, right? And then another point is the fear of failure or rejection, right? A lot of talented people, you find that they're overthinkers. They doubt themselves and they wait for that quote unquote perfect moment. But you know what, there is no perfect moment. It's always, you just need to do it. And perfectionists, they normally don't make it. For you to be good at something you literally have to suck. You need to suck at first to be good at in future, right? Essentially that is what it means. Yeah, you need to be good at you need to suck now for you to be good tomorrow, right? Because you cannot just be good. You cannot just be good. You will suck at first. That is definite. That is guaranteed. But if you're always afraid of rejection and never launch, you never pitch, you never share your skill, then you never try, then you'll just remain with your talent without being successful, right? And then the third point is waiting for validation. You see, a lot of people who are talented, you find that they want to be discovered without really putting themselves out there. You know, they want to be clapped for without people really who are supposed to clap for them knowing them. Yeah, somehow they want to be known without being known, right? You see, you cannot keep stay in your comfort zone and expect to be validated, right? To have that validation. That cannot happen, right? So essentially, um, talent is that's one of the ways in which talented people fail to be successful, right? Yeah. Then another point is procrastination and perfection, right? You see, if you're always procrastinating, saying tomorrow is the better day, tomorrow I'll do it. Yeah. The next day I'll do it. I'm not yet ready. Yeah. This video is not perfect. I'm not going to post it. Yeah. There is no perfect video if you're a content creator, right? That is. If you're good at public speaking, then just speak. If you're good at running, then run. Stop procrastinating because now your efforts are supposed to be compounding. And then the longer you wait, then the longer time is going to take you to accomplish a huge thing. But if you can start small and perfect your skills slowly by slowly, then it's going to compound. The efforts are going to compound, yeah, and you're going to be successful. But then if you're always procrastinating, then that is what is going to keep you behind, right? And then some people think that talent is only enough, right? It's not enough. It's also about harnessing that talent, putting some action into it, being consistent, showing up every day without fail, and that is how you become successful with your talent, right? I mean, think of those marathon runners, right? The likes of Kipchoge, yeah. You find that even before showing up in the uh, race, before showing up to run to compete, they've not just showed up without proper training. They've trained for years, every day, and you find that all of those runners, they wake up maybe at around 5 a.m. They run for hours and hours, for days and days and years for them to perfect that skill and for them to be successful in that talent, right? And so you find that most people see at the last, the final result of that particular person without understanding the effort it took for them to sort of reach there. Yeah. So talent is not just enough. It's also about, persistence, consistency, and training and improving, and adapting all the time. And that is how just talent becomes a success, right? That's how you can become successful with the talent, right? And then another thing is lack of exposure and network, right? In many cases, average people with good connections succeed more than the brilliant people without connections at all. Yeah, I mean, think of this. Personally, I'm a software developer. Yeah, and I can tell you for a fact that most of the gigs that I have gotten have been through connections, right? I've been through connections. Find that someone who knows me, we've worked maybe together at some point. They sort of refer me, they refer me to a client or they give me a gig, right? And if I would not have known them, they probably have not have known what I do, and they probably would not have given me that particular job or that particular referral, right? And that just proves my point of networking. Having the talent alone or the skill alone without appropriate networks can leave you behind. Yeah, you can be successful with connections and as well as action and having that skill, right? And then now is no business and marketing skills, right? You can have that talent, but without having the knowledge to monetize and to build it into a solid business, you find that you cannot really build a business with that, or you cannot create success out of that, right? And I think it is important to build that connection and that a business skill, just like having the talent, right? I mean, they sort of um, complement each other, right? You need to be able to always run as a business, yeah, and always not being afraid of risks. I think is also an achievement, right? Making sure always, I think it's a strategy, right? Not always afraid of taking risks. Always make sure you take that risk, yeah. And then um, having no clear vision and direction is also an hindrance. That's one of the reasons why talent talented people are not successful, right? You find that someone just has that the talent but no direction, no sense of direction whatsoever. They don't have a clear vision where they want to go, what they want to achieve, at what particular time are they going to achieve that particular goal they have set. And you find that in most cases those people, they don't have long-term plan, and it takes um, an individual to have long-term plan for it to, it's a necessity literally for someone to be successful, yeah. For example, that same example of athletes, it takes years and years to just practice for them to thrive in the end, right? For their body to persist and always adapt to that running and become competitive enough, it's going to take a lot of time and someone with a clear vision of where they want to go and direction, right? Yeah. And another thing is talented people, you find that some of them they quit too early. Yeah. And I think this is one thing And I keep repeating that quitters never win. They'll never win. Because if you quit too early, then you're not going to achieve anything. You see, if you're a content creator and if you can get one subscriber, that means that you can get 10 subscribers. If you can get 10 subscribers, you can get 100 subscribers. If you can get 100 subscribers, you can get 1,000 subscribers. And if you can get 1,000 subscribers, you can get 1,000,000 subscribers. See, in this world, we've got billions and billions of people. And you just need a few thousands for you to be successful, right? You just need to give it more and more time for you to reach that goal, right? So I think quitting too early is what makes most talented people not reach their goal, right? What do you think? Do you think uh, talent, and consistency can beat success? What is that one thing that you think keeps talented people behind, from achieving their goals and becoming successful? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. And of course, if you like the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, be part of the community. I'd really appreciate your support. And for those who are back here always, you people mean the world to me. And see you in the next one.